Hey, this is Sri Vishwanath here and welcome back to episode number 10 of the Ask Sri Vishwanath show. In today's video, we will speak about the myth of free will and one powerful tip that will radically influence and simplify your decision-making skills from today.
You ask questions and I answer them. This is the Ask Sri Vishwanath show.
Alright, so today's question is from William Page from Birmingham, and he says, is there anything as a free will? Some say we have a free will and some say we don't. What is the truth and what are the real choices a human being has in life? And so William, this is a very wonderful question, and I think the question itself is so beautiful that he picked it up. We are getting lots of questions, but because of, I can answer only one question during the day, and so you'll get to ask many questions as you can, but this is a real wonderful question. And so, Albert Einstein, he said that you can will what you want, but you cannot will the will. So I want to repeat this again. You can will what you want, but you cannot will the will. So the easiest example I can give you is in a film. The actors or the actress, they have complete freedom to act, but they are restricted by the script, right? So you can will what you want, but you cannot will the will. So they cannot will the script. Same way, we cannot will the script. There is a script. There cannot be a scene without a script. But we have complete freedom of the way we, move in this journey of life, the way we react, our attitude, what we, how we look at the soul, our lens. We have complete freedom of the lens, and we can, as the lens gets cleared, we understand that this journey is more of cleaning the lens rather than changing the things in the world. So, one of the most important things Ramakrishna says, there's nothing like a free will, because he says free will is not seen in dead people. It's only seen in, human beings, right? People who are alive. And so will is a reaction. You see, in order for you to exercise your will, there should be something existing before the will, right? Like there should be a time, a place, a circumstance, right? Like will doesn't stand on its own. It's not independent. And I want you to understand this. I want you to use common sense. Will cannot stand independent of itself. It needs a time, place, circumstances. And when this is there, then, the will, you can exercise your will. So will is a reaction. I want you to know this word reaction. Will cannot stand independently. It does not make sense. That's why you don't see will in a dead body. Will is always a reaction to a time, place, and circumstance. So it's a reaction. So within a time, place, and circumstance, various people will perform differently. So will is a reaction. Okay? And anything which is a reaction is what? Is influence. Right? This is very important. Anything which is a reaction is influenced. Influenced by what? Time, place, and circumstance. So like the script. So you can will, but you are influenced by this time, place, and circumstances. And so will is not independent. It's a reaction. Anything which is a reaction is influenced. And so that which became the will is free. You see, this is very important. That which became the will is free. Will is something which is like, it's like you say, the actors, the hero of the movie killed the villain. And he had a great will. But that will was scripted. You see, he came with that. It's not something which you build in this lifetime. It's very important. It is scripted. It is influenced by the time, place, and circumstances. But that which became the will is free. And that is your consciousness. And because anything that is free, you should understand, is beyond time, space, and form. But will is within the purview of time, space, and form because it's a reaction. And this is very important. And so what are the real choices we have? So you can't, so the reason I say this is because many people think that they can build their will, but you come with the will. It's like the script came with the character of the actor and then they chose the actor. Okay? So you should not confuse that you can build your will. The easier choices, what are the real choices? The real choice is literally, and I want you to pay careful attention, you can read all the great books in the world, but the real choice is, number one choice is whether to put your mind out or to put your mind in. This is the number one choice you have to do 24/7, 365 days in a year. Is my mind out or is my mind in? If you can draw your mind in and you know that there is something called consciousness from which the will is produced, that which became the will, then as you draw the mind in, that's the first step number one, because you bring your mind, which is outside and is confused in this whole manifestation. You draw the mind in, knowing that there is this consciousness which produces the free will. So step one, the first choice in our life is not what is happening, the events and everything in your mind. The first step is draw your mind in. And once you have done that, the second step is surrender to this higher power. You see, this is the only two steps. Draw your mind in as many times and surrender to this higher choice. You see, what do you do when you find someone more powerful to you? You surrender, right? You tell them, okay, tell me what to do. And that's what you got to do. Your consciousness is more powerful than your body, mind, and intellect. So why should you make, all these choices? You have made the first choice. This is the greatest choice. To put your mind in. You have made the greatest choice of surrendering, of pulling your mind in, knowing that there's a consciousness, and so you have given the complete power to your consciousness. Because you know that no matter what you think and no matter how well you act, you are within the purview of time, place, and circumstance. So every of your decisions will be influenced. There's something called script running. The first step is drawing the mind, and second step is surrender. When you surrender, something beautiful happens. You get power, and you no longer have to worry about the effectiveness of your decision, because you keep pulling the mind in, and the moment you draw the mind in, you're in touch with the consciousness, and you feel wonderful. The state of mind, because the consciousness never falters, and you feel good. And when you surrender, you feel 1,000 times good, you see, because who will not want to surrender? And so I'd like to share with you a beautiful story which would help us, exercise these two choices of drawing the mind in and surrendering, especially surrender. This story is from it's a combination of Mahabharata and Ramayana. Arjun, the great warrior, whom Krishna, the entire Bhagavad Gita was narrated by Krishna to Arjun. So Arjun, the great warrior, was traveling by the riverside along with another person. And the other person pointed to him that, well, this is the same river where the great Lord Ram, thousands of years back, built a bridge with the help of the monkeys to destroy Ravan. And so Arjun thought, well, why would the great god Ram want the monkeys to build the bridge? Why didn't he build it himself? And so a monkey who was passing by heard this, and the monkey said, well, even if Ram had built it, it would have been destroyed. It was only the monkeys who could build that bridge, because they only had the strength. And he irked the ego of Arjun, and Arjun got angry, and he said, that is impossible. I can build a bridge myself, and I can challenge that no one can destroy it. And so the monkey said, forget anyone. I am so puny, but I myself, if I walk on the bridge which you built, it will be destroyed. So Arjun took up the challenge, and he said, if I fail, I'll give up my life. And so Arjun had this great gift of, having, any number of arrows in his quiver, and he had this great gift. He was a great, shooter, and so he built this wonderful bridge of arrows, and he told across the river, and he told the monkey, now go and break this bridge, and I'll see. And the moment the monkey put his first step, the bridge collapsed, and Arjun was shocked. Never in his life had someone, destroyed his ego within such few seconds. So he said, this is not possible. And so he again built another bridge. He put the arrows very close so that it's more powerful. And he built this entire bridge across the river again through his power. And he told the monkey, now go and see. I'm sure you cannot break the bridge. And so the monkey again, it was a small monkey, and it went and it broke the bridge. And, Arjun was shattered. He said, this is impossible. His ego was completely tarnished. And he said, where is all my power gone? I thought I had so much power. And the small monkey had destroyed it. And so he said, okay, I'm giving up my life. And he built a fire and he was about to jump into it when a person came. So this person came and he asked, why are you giving up your life, Arjun? This was a stranger. And so Arjun said, well, he explained to him about the bet and why he lost it. And he told him, the stranger, that I'm giving up my life because I lost in this bet. But the stranger said, well, that is not true, because any bet needs a witness. How do you know, he said, that the monkey is the one who destroyed your bridge? It could be something else. So, Arjun said, well, I think you are just sort of like trying to support me, but that's not it. But the stranger said, no, every bet needs a witness. It cannot be proved that a monkey himself destroyed the bridge. It could be because of some other reason. So Arjun said, okay, I will do it again. And so the bet started again, all right? Now, so Arjun again built with his power the bridge of arrows, and the monkey went into the bridge. And it took its first step, and nothing happened. It took its second step, nothing happened. It took its third step, nothing. And then this monkey was not an ordinary monkey. It was Hanuman, the great monkey god, who was the most ardent devotee of Ram, who had got tremendous power and had just assumed the form of puny monkey. So it was like shocked. The monkey was shocked. Hanuman was shocked. How I'm not able to do anything. And so it assumed its normal form and its big form, and it tried to destroy the bridge of arrows, but it could not. It tried to push, pull, destroy, but the bridge would not collapse. And Arjun was, Arjun understood that this is completely different, and that this stranger is no one but Krishna. You see, and they both fell at the feet of Krishna. And Krishna said, to Arjun, that you had this ego, that you had all this power and that you could build anything. And I wanted that to be destroyed, and Hanuman destroyed it. And he told to Hanuman that you had this power, that all your power, your strength comes from you, but you forgot that all your strength is borrowed because of your devotion to Ram and because of your devotion to Krishna. So all our power comes from this higher consciousness. And they both fell at their feet, and Krishna blessed them, and Krishna told Hanuman that you should become the flag when Arjun fights in the battle of Mahabharata. And this story is universal, because why this is important is, in life we have only two choices: drawing the mind in. Why do we draw our mind in? Because we know that there's a higher power called consciousness. Why should we draw our mind out? Because when you draw our mind out, we become powerless. When you draw our mind in, we become powerful. And what is surrender? Surrender is surrendering all our decisions to this powerful consciousness. When we draw our mind in, we become powerful. And when we do this surrender, the second part, that all our strength, how the hands move, all the opportunities, the time, place, circumstance we are put in, is scripted, and all power comes from the consciousness. All our power. Of the mighty, I am the might, devoid of appetite and attachment, says Krishna. I want to repeat this. Of the mighty, I am the might, devoid of appetite and attachment. Krishna says, of the powerful, I am the power, devoid of appetite and devoid of craving and attachment. And so if you do these two steps of drawing the mind in, surrendering all your decisions to this higher power, you will become very powerful. All decisions that you take would align itself wonderful with the script, and you'll get peace of mind, and you will attain in happiness unheard of. I hope this helped you, William. You keep asking questions, and I keep answering them.